Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Royals by Lorde on the violin using easy violin tab, which I've done here. I know that you're not going to be able to see this very well, but click directly underneath this video. You'll see a link where you can print this off. It's completely free. I've just done this myself. I'm sorry I've used pencil for it and I haven't done it all on the computer, but they are very, very time consuming to do, and it's just easier for me to do the main parts just written in by hand. The backing track that I'm using for this, for my performance, for the performance part of this, is available directly underneath this video. So all the links to that, all the links to the backing track and everything, and the MP3 recording of me playing as well, is going to be in the description bar directly underneath this video. And if you want to see a performance video of this, of me playing, then go to my other channel, which is coming up here, or it will be in the description bar underneath if you can't get annotations. And on that new channel, which is called Alison Sparrow, you can see all of my performance videos. So please, please, please go and subscribe to that channel. So it's a new video where I've got all performance videos on, and for every performance video that I've put up there on the violin or the piano, I will have another video on this channel, the online piano and violin tutor, of a tutorial of that performance video. First thing I would do is put yourself some little stickers on the violin like I have here. So you only need the first finger dot and you need the third finger. There's a link to a video underneath on where to put those dots. So assuming that once you've put those dots on and you've printed out your violin tab, which is completely free, and you want to learn how to play Royals, then please keep watching. So first of all, I'm just going to very quickly explain how the easy violin tab works, or how I've done it anyway. So what I've done is this, it's 2 pages long for this. Now this fits exactly with the backing track that I've done. Link to the backing track directly underneath, by the way. And I've just written out all the lyrics. So it's easier if you have the lyrics, because then you can follow the tune in your head according to the lyrics, and then you know where all your fingers are going and that kind of thing. So I've written out the verse, the chorus. I think where it repeats the verse and chorus again, I've just put, verse 1 again, chorus again, I've put a bridge. It just saves on paper, and it just saves me having to write it all out again. There's a bit at the start where it says intro, count 4 bars of 4 beats, or if you're not quite sure what that is, as soon as the music starts, count to 16 and then you know when to come in. And I've done a similar sort of thing there. There's like a little break there, so either count to 8 or count 2 bars of 4 beats. But if you want to, obviously click on the video underneath if you want to see me actually play so you can hear how it goes. I might be playing that ever so slightly different to the tab, but it doesn't really matter, it's still the same song. Or if you just want to hear the MP3, again, click underneath and you can follow that and hear how that goes. So the numbers that you've got here above the words are referring to the finger numbers that you put on the string. And then the letters above that are what string it's going to be on. So for example, the whole of the first line, I've never seen a diamond in the flesh, is all on the A string. And you know that because I've just put an A for the A string and then a line going all the way across, which means you continue all of those notes on the A string until you come to another letter. So then on the second line, I cut my teeth on wedding rings, and then in is the third finger on the D string. The is a third finger also on the D string. Movies, so the first part of movies is an open A, and then a 3 on the D, and then a 2 on the D. So that's it with that. That's the whole process. It's fairly simple. The only other thing that I've done is put here stretch, or S for stretch and B for back. Now that's my language that I use. That's kind of an Allisonism. Now what I mean by that is that the first finger is normally on the dot, so that's happy days. Third finger is normally on the other dot, that's great too. Now the second finger, which it normally refers to, is either in one or 2 places. It's either next to the third finger, which I call stretched, because it feels like it's stretching, or it goes next to the first finger, which I call back, because you're going back towards the pegs. You're going, stretched, so you're stretching to you, and then back. So that's what I mean by stretched and back. Not only just for the second finger, but any finger. If the third finger were to stretch, it goes slightly over the orange. If it was back, it would go just underneath. I'm talking 1 note back, so to speak, not loads stretched or anything like that. So that's it really. I think that mainly happens when you get to the second fingers. So folks, don't just put your second fingers down wherever you want to. That's when it's not going to start to sound great. Always make sure you put your second fingers exactly where they need to be. If it says back, then they're right behind the first finger, or just above, you know, where your first dot is, whatever colour you've got that. If it's stretched, then it's going to be just behind the second dot that you've got on there, or where your third finger would go. So I'm not going to play it all the way through because I've got a performance video for that, which you can find as a link underneath the video, but I'm just going to play some of it so you get the idea. So it starts off, it's a little bit like walking in the air, isn't it? But if you notice, my second finger is back. That's all on the A string, that's great. This next bit is mostly on the A string. So on Wedding, the second finger was back. Back. Now it's stretched on the D string. 2 back second fingers. Second finger on the E is back for up. Same thing. Back now. And just so on and so forth. I'm sorry if some of the little backs and stretched might be a little bit crunched up, but like I said, it was just easier for me to just write them out than to do everything on the computer and everything. So I don't think there's actually anything complicated, more complicated in there. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. It just all pretty much goes the same. On the second page, when you've got the bit where it says "Our rule, our rule, our rule," I've just put, you know, just hold the 3 down, because in the backing, the violin part, which I've recorded for the harmony part, does that, so you can just hold the third finger down. But you know, go away and experiment and that kind of thing. Something that some of you might say, and it's a valid point, but why have I got loads of open strings where you're crossing open string and back again? Well, this is easy violin tab. That's exactly why I've done that. So you wouldn't in an ideal world, and I wouldn't in an ideal world, use loads of open strings and going backwards and forwards on open strings, but it then defeats the purpose of having an easy violin tab, doesn't it? If I start including third position, second positions, fourth fingers and all that kind of stuff, it starts getting really hard, really complicated, and you guys just want to get down, print the music for free, get on with it and start playing with the backing track and start sounding really cool. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. If you want to put the fourth fingers in, go ahead and do the fourth fingers. I've just made it as simple as I possibly can for you guys, because I know that's what you want. So everything is all in the links. Go and look at the links directly underneath, and subscribe to my new channel, please. Because I've got some really good performance videos coming up. I've also done All of Me by John Legend, Sweet Child of Mine, a few others, more to come in the future. Put some suggestions in the links underneath, that kind of in the description underneath. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and you want to see more, please subscribe to my other channel, as I said, and yeah, thank you very much.